Previously on JFK All the Smoke, we talked about Oswald and ruled him out as a suspect. Now I'm about to mess y'all up because now a lot of people believe the CIA killed Kennedy or has something to do with it as far as killing Kennedy. A lot of them think they actually that that organization is the number one responsible person for killing Kennedy, but they're wrong. They're wrong. I'm sorry. All right, so here's the thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not know what organization the shot to Kennedy's throat. I do not know what organization that person represents or comes from or works for. I can't even tell you that. I do not know that. I would never know that. Here's why I believe it wasn't the CIA. One, once I reveal the killer to you, you're going to realize that it wasn't the CIA. That's one. And that's going to be down the road. But once I do reveal the killer to you, you're going to be like, man, well, you're going to see that it wasn't the CIA. Two, let's embark on the CIA a little bit. So let me give you a little backdrop with this. Kennedy was upset with the CIA over the Bay of Pigs. It was a failure. The Bay of Pigs was an invasion into Cuba to kill or assassinate Fidel Castro. But it was to get Cuban militants or a Cuban regime that was against the Castro movement and all of that. It was to get them and give them support to overthrow Castro. So it doesn't look like the United States was doing it. All because of the Cuban Missile Crisis. See, so this is where all this is stemming from. All right. Well, the Bay of Pigs was a failure. People in Cuba and Castro had contacts in Miami in the United States. They got wind of the Bay of Pigs before it even popped off. So they were ready for, that plot. Well, Kennedy is a military person. Kennedy, shit, hell, his brother died. Joseph Jr. died in war, and Joseph Sr. made sure that his kids went to the military so that because that's the path you needed to go and become a president back then. You needed to serve, you know. And Kennedy was a legitimate hell war hero. PT 109, the boat, it sunk. And Kennedy had to tread water for something like 15 hours, 15 to 20 hours. He was a strong swimmer. So uh, basically, uh, that military experience, he clashed with people who were in the CIA, i.e., Allen Dulles, who had no military experience whatsoever, who was civilian. The problem is you got the the Kennedy family, and you got the Dulles family. Now, both of these families were prominent in politics and government. Kennedy dad and Joseph's brother, Dulles International Airport in Washington, D.C. is named after his brother, not him. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's named after his brother. I'm like 99% sure it's named after his brother and not him. So you can imagine them saying, "Hey, look, man, you a young whippersnapper compared to me. I've been uh, in politics and overthrowing governments back when you was in diapers. Boy, what's wrong with you trying to come over here and boss me around, tell me what to do? But Kennedy didn't give a damn. They were so educated and so smart, man. They looked at cats like they treated cats like inferior. You know what I mean? So they rubbed people the wrong way, including the CIA. So to the point where after the Bay of Pigs, Kennedy first he promoted Douglas. I ain't gonna say he promoted him. He pinned him. He gave him like a imagine a president putting a Medal of Honor pin on you for good service today, and then firing you today. Come on now, you gonna fire a man on the same day you pin him and recognize him, give him some recognition, you give him some flowers, and then you fire him. Now you can imagine how somebody would feel from that. Well, word on the street is CIA, and he didn't just fire Dulles. He fired all the top three executives. Dulles and the other two top executives all got fired. So, you know, let's think about that for a second. You fire the top three people whose sole responsibility in the United States government is to overthrow governments. And so, man, that's you out of F's. You are out of F's. If you man, that's cutthroat. That's ruthless. That's how ruthless the Kennedys were. You fire the top three people in an organization whose number one responsibility is foreign espionage and overthrowing governments. In fact, they had already overthrew Iran and Guatemala. So, I mean, you got to be like, whoa, to mess with them type of people. Them people, and sure enough, he fired them. So now, could they participate? Yeah. Could they offer up Oswald? Yeah, that's a possibility for sure. They would have been the one keeping tabs on him when he was, in foreign soil. In foreign soil, they would have been the one that kept tabs on him. On domestic soil, it would have been the FBI. So um, either way, they could have participated. You could say that they arranged for the shooter that hit the Kennedy in the throat, but there ain't no proof of that. I got no proof of that. I don't even know if that's the case. Um, and once I reveal the killer to you, it becomes even less likely. So I'm ruling the CIA out, period, on actually murdering the president of the United States. That shit didn't happen. Um, uh, and I know some of you disagree. If you disagree, hey, I'm open to discussion. I'm listening. Tell me, but I'm definitely, based on what I do know, I'm definitely saying no on that. All right. That's where I'm at with the CIA. If any type of new information come about, or if anybody knows some information that I don't know, I'm more than happy to listen to you. But I'm gonna rule the CIA out for now, and you'll see why when I and eventually announce the killer. It's your boy Cornbread. Love y'all. Like and subscribe. Peace.